Hello, everyone. You know, I really had to think about some things. You know, I've been watching the news the past couple of days, and as I was growing up, I heard about a gentleman, a man called Martin Luther King. And the things that Martin Luther King, oh yeah, back then spoke about. He spoke and told the world that all man is equal. What he said was, and you know, history only recorded certain things. I guess they feel that they can take the words of a God sent man and use it, you know what I'm saying, for their benefit to create another great story. But what I'm going to tell you is what he stood for is freedom. It is not the same freedom of today. It's the freedom to work. It's the freedom not to come in the back side of the door of any business like you a delivery guy, but to walk through the door just like everyone else. He didn't say anything harsh at all that, as you say, white people isn't this and white people isn't that. Those are not the words that came out of Martin Luther King's mouth. What he talked about was unity. He was trying to explain that the God created all men equal. So that means that if one person, and it does not matter what color that they are, rob a store, they all get treated equally. These are the things that he was speaking about. You know, I've heard some things, and it's really kind of funny to me, I have to tell you. Because, see, I waited a long time. Oh, yeah. For the United States of America to finally realize that the God exists. Oh, yeah. You know, when the pandemic hit, that's all I heard. I've heard all of the religious commercials, and everybody's talking about God all of a sudden, and all of these things. And now that the people, the citizens, are unrested, now I hear political people mentioning the name God and saying things about Martin Luther King. Well, let me just tell you, the God is not political. So that was a great sin. You're going to be punished, most definitely, for saying that. Oh, yeah. And you know nothing about Dr. Martin Luther King. Because if you're saying that what people are doing today, in the past few days that we all have been experiencing, that is not what Martin Luther King was about. You are only fooling yourself. You're trying to, and no one's listening. So you're trying yet again to pull the curtain over people's faces, and it's only making them madder. So just tell the truth. What the gentleman did, and I'm not going to call him a gentleman, what the officer did, well, hopefully, ex-officer, but right now he's currently the officer, so I have to address what he is. What the officer did was murder. Now, I'm going to have to let you know. Sure, there are courts here on this surface. Oh, yeah. And sure, you get things like lawyers and etc. Oh, yeah. But one thing for sure, his judgment, oh, yeah, his judgment will come from the Lord. Oh, yeah, the Lord. So do not go around trying to, create the act of God. This is what I see. You guys are trying to create the act of God, trying to take the God's job to have ultimate conviction, ultimate judgment. I just hate to tell you this. The last time I was told from the God that none of you are the judger. None of you are the judger. So stop doing things to others. That is not your job, to chastise anyone as if they are a child. Yes, there are a lot of, bad apples in the police department. But at the same time, there are a lot of good apples also. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you cannot go across the board righteously against all police. You can't do that. That is not right. That is just like someone saying that you broke into someone's house, and just because you know the person, but you did not know what the person has done, and now everybody wants to get on you, is that fair? You see, one thing I'm always going to tell you, fairness is everything. I mean, you want someone to be fair with you now, don't you? Oh, yeah, you do. So to be fair, it is not in every state. Well, let me correct. Every major city, every police department, every police officer, and etc. that did that to that young man. No. It was 4 fake evil guys who did it. And whether mankind decides whether he's going to do the right thing, I assure you, he will be judged. And they will be judged. So think about it like this. Do you think that the young man, other individuals who were mistreated because of the color of their skin, do you think that the Lord, oh yeah, Do you think that Martin Luther King, let me correct it, Dr. Martin Luther King, do you think that any of your ancestors or relatives that has gone to the next level, oh yeah, is truly going to understand you destroying other people's property? You think that they're going to understand that, especially the Lord? You think he's honestly going to understand that? I can tell you for a fact he is not going to understand that. You understand? So, I was trying to think how I could put it to you gently, yeah, since all of you seem to be showing some type of great anger, pain, and suffering. You understand? So, many people say, well, not many, a few people say, hey man, yeah, I heard you preaching. Oh no, I am not a preacher. Oh no, that is still not my job. I have always said, preaching is my dad's job. It is not my job. I will never be a preacher, ever. And I have always said that I will do whatever the God wants me to, if he asks me to. So, when I died, March 24th, 2016, do you think that the God asked me, since you want to come back, would you mind being a preacher and preach my word? Since I have allowed you to see my face. Is that what you guys thought that the God told me? I can tell you for sure, no. He did not ask me to do anything. What he told me is, I am allowed to speak to you, but only what he wants me to speak about. So what does that mean? Does that mean I can go, come back, from the dead and start freeballing? Just saying anything? Oh no, that is not how it works. I dare not upset the God. He wants me to be the voice. And this is what I am. I'm the voice for him. Down here amongst you. That's my job. To tell those whom what I am supposed to tell them. That is it. So now I'm going to tell you this. When I was a little child, everyone that I knew told me, hey, you're going to be a preacher when you get older. And all of my life, I have heard the same thing. You're going to be a preacher when you get older. But you see, none of them was the God. Oh, no, they weren't. I am no one's preacher, but I am the voice. So I'm telling you, Let there be peace. It is done.